13 Reasons Why. First question. Is it a realistic portrayal of high school life?
Kind of, but not really. I mean, some things I've seen happen in like the hallways, but some things I haven't seen ever.
I think this story is a pretty good story, and it kind of like shows people that they should watch what they say to people. But I don't know. The thing that bothered me the most was like the actors, because they looked like they were like 30. They didn't look like they were in high school at all.
I don't know. I feel like some things were a little bit more dramatic than actual high school is. But
I think it does go along with high school life because a lot of this does happen, just not as like dramatic. Like most girls don't kill themselves over it.
I
No.
mean, it's exaggerated, but to an extent, yeah. I mean, stuff that happens, it does happen.
I think some of the stuff that happened on there, like, we might not be able to relate to it all the way because maybe it happens and we don't know about it.
It's very over-exaggerated.
I feel like everyone has a different high school experience, and so like I don't know, they just tried to get everyone's high school experience in there, and it just kind of failed.
Or do you think it is too graphic?
Not at all.
No.
No, I think
Not
that
at all.
how like graphic it is kind of adds to like the message that it's trying to give people.
I think, like, I've been reading a lot about it, and they said that there should have been more trigger warnings, but I thought it was fine. And a lot of people were being over dramatic about, like, the scene where she cuts herself and how that should have had a better trigger, like, warning or whatever. And a lot of people just said to look away. Just look away. Like, why do you have to worry yourself about what they're doing? They did it. It's over. You should have just looked away.
I mean, it's a TV show about it. I mean, you should go in knowing that's going to happen at some point.
Exactly.
The warning is the plot of it.
Well, there is, like, you're right, there is, like, a trigger warning at the beginning of, like, the episodes where, like, the bad stuff happens. And, yeah, so, like, it doesn't not warn you about it, so it's not, like, you're going in without knowing. And also, like Brian said, it is about.
Okay, so would you like to see another season and why?
I think the season's over. Like, it was 13 reasons. They gave us our reasons. It's done. Like, that's it.
I think there's room for a season 2 just because of how they left it, like, that open at the end with, like, people don't know what happens to Bryce and, like, what happens to, like, well, they know what happened to Alex, but there were, like, theories about that and, like, how, like, we don't know what Tyler's gonna do and, like, all that stuff. Like, I think there's room for a season 2 for them to, like, branch out.
Do you think it should be a full season, though?
I don't really think there should be, like, a full season, not, like, a full, like, 13
Yeah.
episodes. Like, maybe just, like, 2 or 3 or, like, 5.
Like 5 episodes? That
Yeah,
sounds
like, I don't think there should be, like, a whole season because it's not, like, a ton.
A part of me wants closure, but I don't think a second season is necessary. Like, I think they're just going to run it into the ground.
Yeah.
I agree with him.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that need to be explained, like on the last episode.
I feel like it'll ruin it, though, because, like,
Yeah.
13 reasons, and there's going to be more
Yeah,
to it.
it's like I don't know because the show is centered around the book, and the book ends, so I'm not sure like where they're gonna get the next part of the story from.
Alright, so any predictions of what could happen if there is a second season?
I do not think Alex shot himself.
They could go into more detail with what Tyler did. Everything with Tyler.
Yeah.
Alright, then that's it.